Techno update. Subscribe now.
Moto G5S Plus. Like other Moto phones, the Moto G5S Plus uses a virtually untouched version of Android rather than a custom interface. It currently runs Android 7.1.1 Nougat. However, it uses the software style seen in Pixel phones rather than the long-standing default Android UI. The big difference, other than a slightly different look, is that you flick up on the screen to bring up the apps menu rather than just tapping an icon in the dock. A row of your 5 most used apps also stick at the top of the apps menu for convenience. Lenovo's Moto G5S Plus customizations are low-key. Moto Display flashes up notifications intermittently while the phone is in standby, and there are added gestures. Snapdragon 625 with 3 GB of RAM. Like its predecessor, the Moto G5S Plus has a Snapdragon 625 CPU. This is a mid-range chipset, and one of the best options for a lower-priced 1080p phone. It has 8 Cortex-A53 cores, and is paired with 3 GB of LPDDR3 RAM rather than the faster LPDDR4/LPDDR4X kind. This is typical for a more affordable phone. In Geekbench 4, the Moto G5S Plus scores 4,312 points. This is, confusingly, much better than the 3,824 points the Moto G5 Plus scored, despite having the same core hardware. However, it's within the normal bounds for phones with the Snapdragon 625 chip. A Snapdragon 625 chipset is nothing to get too excited about at this point, but it's the right pairing for this phone. And doesn't struggle with games as some MediaTek chipsets at this level do. The Moto G5S Plus has a 3,000 mAh battery, one you don't have any access to. This is a head-scratching spec when the smaller Moto G5S has the same capacity cell. However, in real use we're perfectly happy with the phone's stamina. One day, for example, we streamed a couple of hours of podcasts, took it out for a day in London shooting some photos, and still ended up with almost 40% charge by bedtime.